Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations again to check out this week. So all of them are being shown in Reforged Eden 2, and I believe they're all for Reforged Eden 2 as well. It's only going to be 6 builds today. The last one I don't have spawned in yet because the size class is pretty insane, I gotta say. It might be the highest size class creation I've seen to date, maybe. Not sure on that one. But the very first build here today is the Tanto XCV by Ionic, and this is a sweet looking CV. Actually, it looks like it's an SV almost, due to its generally fighter design look to it. But no, it is a CV, and really like the how this looks here. I was checking out the guns on here. These are some medium plasma launchers, and they got some reverse thrust there. Really cool wings. I like how they're all made with the thin blocks, and it kind of wraps around the reverse thrusters, and of course those guns over there. And we have large thrusters for strafing in the back, but most of the thrusters on this build are actually these smaller thrusters, or well, they're actually considered the medium-sized thrusters there. But a really cool shape and design on this build here. Definitely like the double angle. In other words, you got like a 22.5 degree angle right across the front section. Then that goes into a 45 as the wings that kind of overlap that, and then kind of wrap around the outer parts of the wings. Anyway, it's a really cool looking design. Definitely like the shaping on this. The texturing is really cool too. It's kind of doing a mixed hull material, where you got some smooth metal, you got some of this kind of metal in there, with the accent colors, different shades of gray in there. Love the red, I don't know, stripes, I guess you could say. It looks really cool, and a very cool looking cockpit area as well. But yeah, nice looking CV. Certainly looks like it's designed for combat, and I would guess it would be, but we will find out. But because it's looks like it's designed for combat, I want to check out its hull material, at least around parts of the ship here. So we got some combat steel going on in here, and hardened steel, and yeah, just mixed hull material depending on what you're looking at, what it's protecting. But you can certainly kind of tell it's set up to take some hits, especially on the front area of the ship here. It's probably, then we got hardened steel in the mix. I'm sure the author had to pick and choose the blocks carefully on what needed to be protected and where, and try to keep that weight down by not using like solid combat steel for the whole build. But yeah, very cool. So, all right, I'm going to get aboard and check this out here. Just got to figure out where I'm going to enter at. I know there's the door right there. I'm going to come in there. There's probably other ways in and out of the ship too. I just haven't looked at them quite yet. Let me adjust the lighting here. Pop on board. Oh, this is okay. So there's another doorway right down below the cockpit too. Here, I'm gonna keep that closed for the moment. And we got our cockpit there, and it looks like all kinds of upgrade information over here. Upgrade to C5, remove mark block underneath. Oh, hold on. Let me check out the P menu options. Upgrades. Okay, that's on already. Quite a few P menu options going on in here. But yeah, that's cool. So you got O2 and med bay right up here at the bridge, plus a nice quick way in and out with a ladder. And then right back here you got a shower. Looks like your main core, storage box, storage controller, another storage controller, or ammo box, very well could be. And man, that's it, I guess. This unless this doesn't, yeah, this doesn't appear to go anywhere else. So looks like you're just up in the cockpit, and the rest of it's used for parts. I don't know if that's true yet or not. All right, so I'm gonna fly through here a little bit. Oh, there's a fridge right behind the LCD there as well. A lot of stuff in here actually. But I'm gonna fly through the hall here, man. I want to see if there is more interior space. It does not look like it. It looks like everything. Holy smokes, there's a lot of stuff back here. We've got some more upgrade parts over here for like a shield booster. Yeah, a couple more shields in there. We got, looks like 3 in there already. There's got to be an access door. Well, I'm thinking there should be an access door here somehow to get into this compartment. Unless you're just supposed to remove a block from the outside. Hold on. No, I think that's about it. You don't see any entryways in here. But anyway, you got your the main shield here, which, let me see what that is. So, advanced shield and standard warp drive in here. So, this actually does not look like it's going to be terribly CPU expensive either when you spawn it in. And there is some more room in here for upgrades. Obviously, 2 more, which I usually refer to them as medium shield parts, even though the actual name is improved shield boosters, I do believe. CPU cores back in here. Wi-Fi in there. Detector. Yeah, it looks like everything's kind of all back there. So it's like right to the point here. The whole back area of the ship is all for parts, and then you got just the cockpit area in here with some guns. Very, very cool. All right, well, anyway, let's take a look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 1, 43 forward, 42 strafing, 44 lift, 51 reverse, and 44 down. Very balanced on the thrust. Looks like all the secondary numbers look pretty good too. 6 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Got a detector, alarm sentry, 4 of the dual plasma cannons, and 2 light Gatling turrets. 4-hour and 4-minute build time. Not needing anything too special. A little bit of palladium probably for the big guns on here. A little bit of platinum in there, but other than that, pretty light on the overall resources, especially for a combat type of CV. CPU-wise, really low here. This is actually lower than I thought it would be. So 340,000 CPU it's set to, using 316,000 of that. In the trans here, let me sort that real quick. It does have a micro jump drive in there too, it looks like. It's core 4 only. So 2 basic and 1 improved cores. I actually expected it to be more than that. Core 5 to 7, I was going to guess. So core 4, that's pretty light. At least how it is stock there. Take a look at your storage. So we got an ammo controller at 56K. Another storage controller at 160K. And then beyond that, a fridge, protected tank, and a box. Let's take a look at the P menu options here. So just about 49,000 stock shield on here as well. A lot of different P menu options here for scanners, spotlights, alarm sentries, fixed weapons. So a lot of power management. Max thrust. I'm going to turn on max thrust. Actually, did that adjust the performance here? No, it looks to be the same there. Maybe that was already on by default, and it's just well, hold on. Let's turn on max and normal. Okay, they're probably already on. So yeah, a very, very cool build. Quick, agile, combat CV with a good amount of shield on it and quite inexpensive. But beyond all that, it just looks very, very cool. Just the overall design and shape of it. You can see where the big high-powered spotlights are right back over there. Looks like they would go right through the glass on the lower part of the ship here. Didn't actually look at the bottom side of this much either. But yeah, looks like it's pretty straightforward there. Very nice. Love the LCDs on the side over here too. That looks really, really cool. So again, this is the Tanto XCV by Ionic. Very, very cool build here. Nice looking combat CV. And again, it almost looks like an SV. I mean, this one I think would translate pretty good to an SV as well. If it was shrunk down to SV size blocks and, you know, the whole deal there. Anyway, moving on to the next build here. We've got, it's not Skyrim. It's we got the Oblivion, Oblivion Reforged 2 by Entei. And Wow, that's cool. Really dig this. This ship's kind of going with the Ente's, well, it's got like a secondary design scheme, or more than that, actually. But this one's kind of looks similar to some other fairly recent builds that he put out, having a very, very cool and angular hull, like outer hull, and then there's like an inner hull. And it just looks so cool together with the particular color scheme that's on here as well. That looks neat. Oh wow, look at that. There's a bridge over there. Look at these bays over here for big guns. Looks like there's some little pew pew guns in there right now, but I'm sure that's to save on CPU. Oh man, there's another chamber down over here. Wow, this could hold a lot of big guns on it. Yeah, again, they're filled in with some guns right now, but they're all the little ones right now to keep that CPU down and the overall cost of it, I'm sure, too. But yeah, check out how cool stuff like this looks. Like the inner ship and then the outer armor layer over that, distinctly colored differently as well. That's just very, very cool. In the angles used in the armor hull over the like the inner ship, that is really, really cool too. I love seeing angles like this over here. All the little detail. Look at that, the decals over these edge blocks there. That's cool. Got some tetralights in there too. Yeah, the whole ship looks really, really cool and pretty darn wild too, I gotta say. Let's just look at the top-down view of that. Oh, that's neat. That is neat. Look at all these interesting shapes, though, for all the armor plating. Like this piece over here and that piece. Oh, they're all different. And they all kind of fit together, and it works, too. It's leaving room for, like, all the thrusters to, like, come from the inner hull and through the armor, basically. So nothing's blocked. Running some pretty big strafing thrusters right in the back of the ship, which is a very good place for them, actually, to help with the motion. Looks like our forward thrust is over here. Interesting. Set up there. And obviously we got a hangar on the inside too. A bunch of stuff on the inside, I'm sure. Now this is really, really, really cool. Hold on, I think. Yeah. Adjusting my microphone position there a second. And a bridge right kind of in the back there. So yeah, this certainly looks like it's going to be a combat CV as well, especially with all those gun mount positions. That's cool how that's done too. Just different chambers with, and they're all further back on the ship as well. And then of course you got a number of turrets, excuse me, turrets on the body as well. That is cool. Now I'm gonna just check out some hull materials here. So we got some combat steel, looks like on the front. And hard steel over here. So yeah, again, regular steel in places. Yeah, it's going to be fluctuating a lot in its hull materials, but most of it, from what I'm seeing, is either hardened steel or combat steel. Well, some regular steel back over here. On a ship like this, and most combat CVs in the game, most of your damage would be taking place at the front of the ship. So that's usually where you have your strongest blocks. But if you have your whole build built of all like combat steel, it's extremely heavy and therefore very hard to move. So you got to kind of, if you want it to be agile enough and tough enough, you got to kind of mix and match on where your tougher blocks are going to be. And yeah, the author definitely did that here as well. So yeah, that's cool. Very, very cool looking build. And of course, place for a long-range radar array in the back there too. Oh, that probably is one. Hold on, it could be a deco version. Actually, it is a deco version. So yeah, that's to keep the CPU down and the other parts that are needed as well. So yeah, all right. Well, anyway, extremely, extremely cool here. I'm gonna get out of God mode and let me turn down the lights. We'll take a nice tour through the interior here. It's obviously a big hangar bay at the back. And wow, that looks nice. Got all the crazy angles and stuff is also happening on the inside. Little different arrangement and stuff like that, but yeah, a lot to see as soon as you walk in. Look at that chamber back over there. It looks like it's holding like a advanced generator with a upgrade slot for a second advanced generator. All kinds of stuff around the area here. Storage controller, got a weapon locker, armor locker on this side. Cool looking, I don't know, like armored bays or something like that back here. That looks really cool. I like having the decals on those blocks there too, with the caution symbols. Take note, telepads must be set up by you in survival. Yep, okay, telepad in there. That's unfortunate. I wish the game would be able to retain that information with the ship and like where the telepads and stuff like that. Cool looking LCD in front of it too. So looks like you can go down to well, we're at hangar production right now, and then there's also CPU auto maintenance, shield upgrades, and crew quarters, medical, and the bridge. So you can without having to walk through the ship, you can just teleport to those locations. But again, you do have to set that up manually in game after you spawn in the ship. The author can't preset it up and have it all ready to go when you spawn the ship in. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember that information with the save of the build. It appears. So yeah. Anyway, so up over here, it looks like an advanced constructor, another storage controller there. Cool looking floor light thing right there. Is that actually a light too? That's cool. Forgot about that one. I keep on seeing this around, and I was like looking for it, and I'll look again because that is a very cool looking light. So up over here we have a shield, advanced shield, right off the gates. Let's walk up one of these side chambers here. So again, really cool, like green LCD, or not LCDs, but the console decal parts there. That looks cool. They actually make some light too. I like to use these for that reason, because you can actually set them to a like a light color, and you notice that they provide some like green lighting to the area around it, just like a small light. You don't get to pick the radius or anything of the lights, but they do add a little bit of light. Thruster access back over here. And we got this staircase going into the very back over here. So you kind of seen from the hangar. Oh, look at that. Look at that beam that kind of goes across the hangar there too. High intensity texture lights up over there. This is where, yeah, the generators would go. Looks like we've got taxi tank mounted right down in there, and the warp drive right above there. Yeah, very cool. I like all the decorations and details in here. I'll crouch to get around that a second. More thruster access back here. That's cool. That's cool. It's interesting how this kind of like curves around over here too, and then like hits a staircase to get back down to this deck. That's cool. All right, so now to get to other places. Hold on, am I missing? We're kind of in the back hangar area, but I'm looking for a doorway. Maybe it's this way. Oh yeah, we're back up here. I see like a room up over there, but I'm oh, it's probably this way. Oh, right across the top. What a wild design on the interior as well. So we got a couple force fields in here. That looks cool. Looks like a little place to sit and chill and eat. Ventilator on that side. We got a like some crew beds over here. A locker for them. Interesting how you're kind of like walking across the top of the ship to get through the build here. That's very unusual and cool. We got back over here. Looks like more thruster access. Yeah, what a trip. So over here, it looks like we got a lot of part placement locations. Hold on. So we're going to turn on the upgrade markers here too. I almost forgot to do that. Yeah, so medium shield parts down in here. Looks like a 6-pack of those, which I think is the parts limit on that. You got a decoy gun right here. Ooh. I wouldn't want to be operating the console with a gun pointed right at your face there. Holy smokes. So that's pretty wild too. So it's like a big gun platform over, well, for your decoy, it looks like. That's why it's aimed backwards. All right, so oh, very large shield extender. Oh, wow. I was calling all these like mediums or something back over here. No, that's up there. So we got large shield parts in here too. Look at that. That's wild. So what, 4 of those? I think so. Yeah, I think 4 big shields, 6 medium shields, all in this area here. Okay, but this stops going forward this way too. So maybe you have to teleport to get to the other parts of the ship, where I'm missing something. It feels like I'm missing like a main elevator. I didn't see this area yet either. Oh, wait, well, okay, so there's another deck right up there. Auto maintenance system. That's cool. That goes there. So yeah, a lot of parts have been left off to save on the CPU, but that's cool too. Look at that wall. That's just wild. Seeing all the stuff there. Okay, so I don't know how to get through here though. I was trying to get to the bridge without teleporting because those need to be set up. I'm wondering if I can or not. Hold on, I'm gonna cheat a second. Let me get back into God mode. I'm gonna come in. Oh, actually, what am I thinking? The bridge is way up here. So let me hop in here. I want to see how this how you get through. Oh, maybe you just jetpack up into here right through the ceiling. I think that's the deal. That's what I was missing. Right, yeah, right above where we were at. So then you got your bridge. So it looks like armor locker. O2. Gotta have your cool looking LCDs in here. A couple co-pilot seats. And here's where that internal ship teleporter location would be here. It's also got a medical bay in it too. Yeah, there's more areas of the ship yet. So hold on. Jetpack doesn't really work in creative, but here I'll go back into God mode. So we're back down into here. So where is that medical bay? Oh, CPU core room. Okay, so I actually haven't been over here yet either. That's kind of on a balcony above the hangar here. Around where the main shield is. I don't know. Where is the medical bay? It's off to one of these sides over here. Wow, there's a lot of part placements in here too. So I think we oh, I see how this is working. So we got like a double staircase that kind of wraps around going up this side. Then you've got a location for a drone bay. Oh, wow. So it does drone bays too. Wow. Does it do windows? No. It does do a lot of stuff. That is cool. I don't know where the medical bay is. Yeah, it sucks that the teleporter doesn't work until you set them up in game. The internal ship teleporter. That'd be really cool if it did. So, all right, I don't know where the medical bay is, so I'm going to try to find it here. Is there anything up here? Lots of part placements, and we kind of walk above there. The decoy area. So we got to be close to the front of the ship here. Yep, we are. Anything down below here? I don't think so. All right. Where in the heck are you, medical bay? I've seen you on the teleporter position there. Okay, so medical is 3. Where is that? I don't know. I am a little lost. I'm a little bit lost on it. Oh, another place for a constructor right there. Does it go up more? Is there something I'm missing up in this area? This just kind of walks across the top, which has all the shields and the decoy. Looks great. I mean, everything looks wonderful in here. Oh, there it is. Oh! So this is kind of set up to jetpack around in space, I do believe. That's kind of what's tripping me up, too, because I was just walking around, except for being in a god mode at the moment, but I was just walking around, and yeah, I would actually have to jetpack up into these places, or use the teleporter, of course. So here's the medical bay, kind of overlooking the other area there. Didn't quite see that. Oh yeah, I'd have to look up right there, and then you could kind of see that. So that's cool. Mystery solved. I know where the medical bay is now, and you jetpack up into there. So very, very cool. All right, let me get the lights back on. Take a look at some numbers here. Really cool looking ship, though. All right, so unlock level 25, size class 5, 35 forward, 16 strafing, 35 lift, 32 reverse, 16 down. Got 12 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. A lot of light plasma cannons stock. Obviously, where they are located, they're kind of meant to upgrade to the bigger guns. Quite a few of them, actually, which is cool. It does have long-range radar stock, but it has location to put the long-range radar array on the ship as well. A couple drone bays, a lot of shield parts, 10-hour and 17-minute build time. It's not really needing too much special stuff at all, though. And one thing, I'm not seeing any quantum processors used here. A couple plasma converters, which is not much of anything. A couple upgrade kits, probably for the radar and stuff like that. CPU-wise, 620,000. I believe this is a Core 7. It's chilling in at 621,000. Not a problem at all with that. And it does have the micro jump drive, Core 7 CPU configuration. The warp drive on here is advanced already, so already 60 light year warp drive, which is great. Stock shield on here, 37,097. A couple P menu options over here. Obviously, the upgrade markers, ramp, and hangar. Hit those on a second. But yeah, very, very cool. Storage wise, so we found nicely labeled here. So we got a product 640 and material 640. Looks like 2 armor boxes, armor 1 and armor 2. 2 ammo boxes, 320k a piece. A dump area for 640k, and then a taxi tank and repair station beyond that. So yeah, very, very cool. A good amount of storage, a lot of places for big weaponry on here, and a whole lot more shield parts. Drone bays, kind of does a lot of things there, and it's really kind of set up to teleport around in the ship or just jetpack around. Probably both, actually. So that is cool. And yeah, again, this is the Oblivion Reforged 2 by Entei. Very, very, very cool. All right. So moving on to the next build here, we got, I believe, another combat CV. So let's see. How do I say this name? Alphecca? 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 I think that I think maybe that's right. Maybe not. Alphecca class destroyer Type B RE2 by Noah is the name of this build here, if I said that correctly. And this looks really, really cool too. Look how sleek this is. A lot of texture lights on here. You can see on all the trim, a lot of decals and things too. But pretty long, kind of like a arrowhead kind of ship here, which is very, very cool. Some big old guns on here right off the gates here. What are these guys? These look like they are some top tier guns. Triple plasma heavies. So it looks like a 3-pack of that, at least on the top side. Fly around here a little bit. Like the glowy pipes in there. Really slick aerodynamic design here. I definitely like that. Oh, look at this. We got some Some big old guns here on the sides, too. Maybe. I think those are real artillery. Yep, they are. Medium artillery turrets. Got a landing pad back over here. Oh, that's cool. Different looking decals on the landing pad. That's pretty cool looking. I like that. So kind of, yeah, black and yellow with like some, well, kind of yellow accents to it. And more of a whitish yellow, well, probably a whitish texture light, actually. A lot of turrets on here already. A lot of guns, actually. So, yeah, look at that. We have a bunch more weapons on the lower side as well. Those are antennas up front there. Cool looking block work around this area there. You got the pipes on the inside. It's kind of, yeah, kind of black, and that's more of a like a gold color, I would say. I was calling it yellow, but it's kind of like black and gold with white texture lights. Really cool color scheme on it. Oh, what's back here? Oh, it looks like a module bay. I'm guessing this is a module bay. Yeah, it kind of looks like it would be for like a, probably like an Astro module. Interesting how it's got the lower areas back there. I almost expected to see a hangar back there, but it's actually a module bay. Very interesting. I got this this block feature over here too, which is really cool. Kind of reminds me like what you might see on top of like a cruise ship or something like that, or a dragon, something like that. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, nice looking build. Again, very sleek and aerodynamic. A lot of firepower on this build stock here. So, again, because it's a combat ship, I'm going to have to check out the hull materials again. So, combat steel up on the front. And it goes into steel and other things. I didn't really fly through the hulls so much on the other ships, but this one I'm going to do here a second. I probably should have on the other ones. Sorry about that. Just on the front there. So, a lot of armor up on the front here. And then it comes into the decoy parts, like the decoy generator. Decoy turret right back there. And then decoy thrusters in there as well. Decoy gun right there. Just on the one? Oh, no, I think they're on both sides. Yeah. Well, no, that's a thruster there. So decoy, yeah, decoy everything, basically, on the front of the ship. It's basically telling the AI to shoot me here while all your guns hit the AI from elsewhere. And that's pretty tried and true strategy in Empyrion for sure. That's cool. And then you got a nice, pretty good sized landing pad back over here to dock anything too. So yeah, very nice, very nice. Definitely dig this too. Look at all these ships are just wonderful so far. I mean, yeah, very, very nice. All right. I'm going to fly, let me just fly along the lower side here. Just check this out a second. So we got some interesting landing gear that are kind of up over there. But the actual landing gear that the ship's landing on are in other places. I don't know what that's for. But it's kind of cool. It's just, maybe they're more like a, I don't know, decorative thing. Or maybe there's something else that I don't yet know about that allows it something to dock here. Maybe it has something to do with this. I don't know. Very interesting, though. So then we do have a way in here through probably the module bay. Actually, maybe I'll come in through there. We'll work our way up to the bridge in there. Let me adjust the lights real quick. That's cool. Oh, so we got a pilot seat right there. It looks like a asymmetrically placed staircase coming up here. So we'll check that out in a second here. Just check out this floor. Okay, so that goes up somewhere. We'll take it anyway. Got the warp drive right here behind a armored glass display cage for it. Looks really cool. Got the pentacted purple colors going on in there. Staircase here. Oh, we got a big shield part mounted in right over here. And, wow. What are these turbines? How does that look different? Maybe they're, hold on. That's... Oh, no, we got large shield chargers back over here. Okay, so a bunch of shield parts back in this area. So not turbines, just the decorative facing part there, I believe. Or, well, actually part of the actual shield. That looks really cool, all that's displayed. I like the round glass going there, too. And then it's got that, like, screw head on the front of it there, which is really cool to see, too. Yeah, that's a cool way to display those shields. I definitely like that. And the crazy piece up top there with the big spinny. Gotta have that. Well, yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's really cool looking. Alright, let's see. So this just stops right up here. So let's take this staircase in the back. Oh, here. Whoops. There we go. Wow, this goes up a couple decks here. Wow, look at this. This goes up to a whole nother deck above. And it's quite a bit different up here. So we got a cool looking cafeteria area over here, a mess hall. They're all wood grained, fancy seats. Didn't expect that. Bathroom back there. What's on the other side here? Oh wow, it goes up more. Oh, that's probably to the landing pad, I bet. So over here, yeah, it's kind of like looking at the Pentax tank from the side. Got this back room here. Not sure what this is. It looks like a decontamination unit or something like that. That's cool. Or it could be like another crew room. Very cool looking though. I like how it's textured and everything like that. Lighting. It's really good. Let's walk this way first. Wow, a staircase here. Wow, there's a bunch of places. Look at this. Oh, fancy crew room over here. Got a computer desk. A couple beds. We got a plant in here. Very nice. And looks like here's our medical bay. Got all our specialized equipment and our main medical bay itself. Oh, wow. Is that floor? No, that's a staircase. Oh, wow. So, yeah, we're coming into this room. I think I'm going to have to keep the light on in here. So, this is our main core room there. And there's the main core itself and all the other cores in the build. Looks like we got AA there. So, more part upgrade slots here. I'm trying to think on what that would be. Not sure. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's got them all back up in here. Yeah, I like the texture lights on the inside too. So it's quite a trip walking through here, and you can see all the CPU cores on the side area over here too. So quite a few CPU cores. It is running some big time weaponry though, so I expect this one to be definitely higher in CPU. It's all set up for full function right now, I do believe. Alright, so let's see, the staircase came up to here. And we had another staircase going this way. Oh, okay. There's even more stuff. This ship is surprisingly big on the inside. Got a gravity generator over here. And where are we going now? This has got to go to the back landing pad, right? No. Oh, I don't even know where I'm going now. What we got over here? Oh, a couple storage controllers. Put the 640 there. Get that in a minute. And that goes. Oh wow, yeah, we got a big crew room over here. A lot of beds going on. Okay. It's kind of like mostly asymmetrical on the interior, I'd say. Which is very, very cool as well. More storage controllers on this side. Not all of it. I mean, there's asymmetrical features like this room doesn't match to the other side. And everything's like this hallway's not down. I don't believe this is down the middle of the build. This is like offset to one side or the other here. This is really, really cool. And that's all that I can. Wow. Okay, so we came up from that way. Let's take this staircase here. And this gets us up to the bridge. Very cool. So, yep, you got our pilot seat right there. Gonna have a real nice line of sight. And this is gonna get us to our landing pad. No! This goes to the captain's room. That looks like the, oh, that's cool. Well, every time I think I'm going to the landing pad, I'm not. So how do we get, okay. Not that it's, oh, it's back further. I had it wrong. It's a little bit further back on the build. So we come through one of these doors. And that comes down to, okay, so, oh, I missed it. I walked right past that and didn't even look at the staircase. Yeah, very cool build. I like the interior too. Very, very shippy. I guess you could say. A lot of places. Feels pretty good for a good amount of crew. All right. Well, anyway, here, let me get back into God mode, and we'll take a look at some specs here. But yeah, very cool ship. You can see what it looks like at night too. It kind of really really lights up at night with all the texture lights and things going on there. It's very, very cool. Again, yeah, sweet looking combat CV here. All right, let's look at the numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 4, 47 forward, 33 strafing, 45 lift, 47 reverse, 29 down. Got 10 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. A lot of guns and weaponry on here. Some big ones too. Some triple plasma heavies. Cannons, main plasma batteries, got 4 of those. Medium missile turrets, long-range radar stock, it looks like. Yeah, just a lot of, plus those artillery turrets on here. 8 of these light missile turrets. Yeah, a lot of firepower on here. 15-hour and 58-minute build time. And it's using quite a few plasma converters, some antimatter converters. Radiation shielding, reactor core. So I think I missed a fusion reactor in here. It is using a lot of quantum processors, 100 of those. CPU wise, set to 1.3 million. It's dialed right into that too. Look at that, only 15 away from like is identically matching that CPU. So that's going to translate. It looks like it's already sorted here to a Core 13. So basically your Core 9 setup plus 4 quantum cores in here. Stock shield strength on here, 114,339. So big shield stock. Storage wise. So it looks like we have 2 ammo controllers. Looks like 320k a piece. Couple storage controllers at 640k a piece. And then beyond that, some boxes and, of course, your protection tank and things like that. One last thing I wanted to check in devices here is, here, let me sort that one more time. This, I'm pretty sure it's got the better warp drive. It does, yeah. Advanced warp drive on there, too. I usually just check that out because a lot of times when you see a warp drive in a ship, you can't really tell if it's the advanced one or the standard one. And it makes it big, a difference on CPU and its resource costs too when you build it. So, of course, a 60 light year warp drive is way better than the 30 light year warp drive. But, you know, when you're every CPU point counts, you gotta, yeah. Anyway, very cool. Plus, yeah, and I believe if I got this wrong on module base, I'm just guessing. Now, this could be either a Majora or Astra. It's definitely not a Helios Bay. And maybe it's for something else entirely, too. I don't know 100% on that yet. I didn't actually look that up. Probably should have. But, yeah, it definitely has a, I would say, a module bay. For one of those 2 types of modules out there. But, yeah, very, very cool build here. Again, this is the Alphecca class destroyer by Type B by Noah. Very, very cool build. Alright, let's get the lights back on here. And let's look at the next build here. We got a lot of wild builds today. It's like, this one's pretty trippy looking too. So this is the NT Corvus 3. by NT. And it's also got Munin is in the name there too. I'm not sure what that actually means, but look at this wild design here. This very unique looking ship here. That's pretty wild. It's got a kind of a tall landing stance to it, which really kind of works with it too. Look at that. It's just way up off the ground there. Cool looking color scheme again, kind of the red and black with some blue texture lights going on. I like how the how this is all painted on here too, like some cool looking like paint graphics. Yeah, that looks cool. Look at the side profile there. And look at these like custom built wing parts out here with texture lights in there too. Oh, that's cool. It looks like an alarm sensor out on the wingtip. Got a strafing thrust in here. It's got it tucked in there pretty neatly. This is interesting. Not sure what I'm looking at here. This looks like a real gun back here. I think. Yeah, main plasma heavy. But it's got this stuff in front of it. Oh, these open up. Does this work? Oh, it's not. There's two doors there. I don't know. Maybe the author figured out exactly where the projectiles come out of those guns at, and maybe that all works. It must. I didn't know you could do that. In the past, you couldn't. It was really finicky with a lot of the older guns, at least. I don't know how these work though, but it almost looks like, yeah, like your projectiles would fire from these two slots here. And the rest of these blocks here are actually to protect the gun itself. If that works, that's really cool. That's a interesting way to kind of protect the your big expensive weaponry on a ship. It's kind of doing that over here as well. On this gun and another one here. Wow, and another one on top of that yet. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, it's got a lot of firepower going on in here. Again, another combat CV, so I have to see what's going on in the hull materials and the combat stuff here. So it looks like, I think we're just steel here. I don't know, 48,000 hit points, maybe not. For some reason, it doesn't want to tell me what block type that is. Combat steel on the inside here. A decoy turret. Here's our reverse thruster right there. And this is... kind of like a, oh, there's an opening here. Oh, what? I'm so confused. What am I? Why don't I see it from this side? It looks like that's an open hole there throughout the hull, but you look at it from the front and it's got that block on it. I don't even know what's happening there. Why do we not see the backside of that block? Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, it almost looks like this thing could fire somehow, too. I don't know what's up with all that. I think the author did a lot of R&D testing some things here to see how things work with where the projectiles actually come out of the models for the guns. And then lined everything up exactly to that. Would be my best guess. I don't know. Over here, this is an antenna, but look at this crazy thing here. This is actually like a landing. Well, not a landing, like a ramp there. But that looks really cool the way that's displayed there. It's all with texture lights on it. We got long range radar on back. Oh, look at the thruster assembly back here. Oh, that's a trip. What's that? Okay, that's a deco part there. Oh, that makes a really weird looking effect going on in there. I think we got some of those effects happening here too, but this is really wild. Look at these windows. All kinds of. Oh, that's a spotlight back there, and then there's like one of the emitters putting out that plasma gas or something like that. It's really bright back here, by the way. I don't have my light on. It's just really bright back here. What a trip for the thrusters. That's cool. So I don't even know which ones are real back here. I think some of these got to be real, right? I mean, it's got to have some forward thrust somewhere. I don't know. Hold on. Is this just a cover? Oh, there's no... See, I see an actual thruster for lift right there. Oh, here they are. So the actual forward thrusters are actually over here. And the rest of this is just all cosmetics. Oh, what a trip. What a trip. A really cool looking radar installation back over here too. That's the real one there. Real long range radar. Yeah, wow. Wild ship. I dig it. That stance and its overall look is quite unique from your from a lot of other ships. It's very cool. Very cool to see. I don't know if this is a replica or something like that, but yeah, really cool. And this back side here too, the way you've got this set up, that's really cool. Very unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that for like a thruster setup. But it's kind of like it's all like cosmetic because the actual thruster is like where you don't even see it back over here. This is all like for looks. But yeah, it looks really cool. The angle thrusters like that. Very nice. All right. Or maybe I did have my light on. Did I have it? No, it's really bright back there. Okay. Anyway, let's get inside. I'm not sure where to do that at yet, though. Let me see what's happening on the bottom side here. Again, I really like that tall stance at the bottom side of it, too. So that's just a big old landing gear. Ah, it's more than that. Okay. All right, let's adjust the lighting. Landing gear / elevator. Have to go up a ways to get into the first deck of the ship here. So it looks like instantly into a CPU core room. And fusion reactor room up over here. Looks like, yeah, a lot of tough blocks in the area there, but we got a small fusion reactor. Looks like a location right next to it for a second one. CPU cores back here, slots for quantum cores. And more cores over here. Heading back, it looks like, oh, we got a shield room. So it looks like we got a couple of the medium-sized shields in our main shield. Warp drive right above that. Pretty tripped out piping system here. Going to that pentacta tank. Looks like that warp drive is really sucking all that pentacta juice right into it there. Look at that. It's got like four pipes going into it. Yeah, give me that pentacta. So, no, it's all ready for warp in there. No, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, pretty tripped out interior here too. Let's go up another deck here. Ah, now we're getting into, wow, look at this. It's got a farm. Got a farm and production room area here. That's cool. So 18 grow plots. Cool looking formation right over here. And then obviously advanced constructor over there. And quite a bit of room in here for more production if you want it. Depending on what you're doing with the ship there. We got a door back here too. Oh, main core. Some side rooms. Oh yeah. Look at this. We got, oh wow. I didn't expect all this on the ship. So it's got like a mess hall over here, cafeteria or lounge. I'm not sure. Pretty fancy. Like the difference in lighting in there. Oh, what do we got on the other side here? It's like big room with open space here for yeah, all kinds of stuff. I guess whatever you want to, whatever fits in there and whatever you want to put in there. Small shield parts or yeah, more cores. I don't know. A bunch of stuff in there. Already looked there. All right, so let's get back to the main elevator here. Let's go up another deck. I think we're going to be at the top deck this time. Oh, there's a staircase going down a little bit. Oh, the main, like the main bridge over here. A couple co-pilot seats in your main captain's chair. Medical bay over on this side here. And O2 over there. Kind of like a separate room within a room. More crew area back over here. Oh, that's cool. Bathroom over there. Carpet, like a little rug. Well, that's a cool idea. I like that. I don't, for some reason, I just don't recall ever really seeing that before. Just, I mean, it ain't much. Just like this block is painted a carpet color with a different tone, and the flooring's different, but it looks like a rug, like sitting there. That's really cool. And we got another area going this way. Okay, so this is the main cockpit. That was more of a like a third-person rear cockpit area. So here's our first-person cockpit. And then we got another staircase going up to a quick access door here, which is actually, at first when I was looking at it, I wasn't sure if this was a landing pad, but yeah, it's actually it's bigger than you think. So yeah, we got a landing pad back over there, and that goes right up into the bridge area right here. Very interesting. That's cool. That's cool. So a lot more to the ship than I thought, too. I thought it was going to be just dedicated combat, but I was surprised to see the farming on there and the lounge and crew rooms and all kinds of stuff on board. So, yeah, very, very cool. All right, let's look at the numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 7, 48-4, 35 strafing, 69 lift, 34 reverse. Got 12 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks, 2 target painters, 2 alarm sentries. Main weaponry would be the 8-pack of main plasma batteries, plus a long-range radar, a couple missile turrets, and a probably a decoy laser cannon there. 11-hour and 57-minute build time, using 4 quantum processors only. So I'm thinking this is a Core 9. It does have a reactor core. We did see the small fusion reactor in it. Probably has a location for a second one of those. And it does translate to a Core 9. So standard loadout there. Let me check the warp drive. Yeah, advanced warp drive. Stock on here. Stock shield strength 97,197. A couple P menu options here for your sleep mode. Probably a power management and your LCD target painters or target markers. Storage wise, all right, let's see what we got here. We got an input and output both at 640K. Our Pentaxid tank. Let's see. Ammo looks like 2 ammo bays again. Been pretty much pretty standard on most of these combat ships, having 2 320K ammo bays on all the builds that I think we looked at today, which is really, really cool. So yeah, yeah, to the point, 2 640s and 2 320s for ammo. So a good amount of cargo storage, and definitely a good amount of ammo storage, which it would definitely want. And it's only a Core 9. Very, very cool. Very cool build here. So again, this is the NT Corvus 3 Munnin by NT. Very, very cool build. Surprised to see all the stuff on the inside there. That's cool. Some of the like the crew rooms and stuff. Didn't expect that. All right, so the next build here This, hold on, let me get this powered up. This is the Drop Zone CV dropship RE2 by Rich Broke. So this is an author I believe I'm unfamiliar with. And this is a dropship. It really looks like a dropship too, I gotta say. Very much looks like a dropship. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's got like this like bridge, like almost like a big like boat or something like that. You know, like some kind of freighter type of boat. And then you got obviously a big old airtight sealed off area within a large like hangar space, open to both sides. Quite a bit of lift thrusters going on in here for the dropship part of it. So yeah, it looks like this would dock up to a ship up in space and then transport down all kinds of stuff to the a planet's surface. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I like it. It's interesting how the bridge is done on this too. It's kind of like that strip going right across the center of the build, like a building there. But yeah, it's certainly, I mean, for the name and the role that it's designed to do, it looks like it would be very effective at that, at being a dropship. So I think I'll turn on the lights when we get up in there, but in the hangar here, I think we're pretty much outside right now. So a lot of stuff in the hangar here. Obviously some thruster access there, but what do we got here? Small constructor, Wi-Fi. Got a sentry gun in there to protect this area from the front. A advanced constructor. Looks like some CPU cores in there. Plus O2. We do have an elevator probably going to the bridge. Over here, a bunch of small shield parts. And then a advanced generator behind that. Sentry gun on this side, kind of protecting the back area. The storage controller. Repair console. Probably has a repair bay right in the middle there, and that makes sense. Good function for a dropship. Armor repair over here. Wi-Fi again. Sentries, shield parts. That's interesting. Yeah, the warp drive's right behind there. It's got the Pentaxion purple going on. That is a color term I'm going to use from the rest of my life. Anytime I see purple that looks that color, it is called Pentaxion purple. That is the official color name now. Just saying. All right, whatever. So, oh, look at this. You got a pilot seat off to the side over here. That's interesting. Right by the elevator. So, it looks like a quick fly zone here. That's interesting. This side doesn't have that, so a little different on both sides there. Yeah, main shield was in here. Oh, there's a door up over here. Oh, that's where the main core is, like a little side offshoot core room. So yeah, there's some things positioned asymmetrically definitely on this ship here. All right, so let me adjust the lights here. I want to see what's going on upstairs there. Let's try there. Yeah, get on it. Whoops. I just hit the wrong button there. Okay, God mode. There we are. Okay, so I guess we don't have any lights upstairs. Well, look at this top zone. Big long room going right across the hall. Well, it's got a medical bay up here, or the specialized medical equipment. O2, a whole lot of passenger seats. Obviously, if a dropship, you're going to be bringing down a bunch of equipment and players to operate that equipment. Got our main pilot seat right there. Look at that. Yeah, it's a pilot seat. Yeah. Then these are some places to sit and chill. Got some fridges and a food processor up here as well. So yeah, this looks like it's very for function in game too. It looks like it'd be effectively drop off stuff into a planet with a bunch of players, a bunch of equipment. Defends its area, plus it's like a portable base that you can bring around with you too. So yeah, very, very cool build here. Like all the guns on the side there. Interesting how these parts are in front of the thrusters here. This is kind of a look of it, so you don't really see the thrusters too much. Kind of blocked off by those views. And then we got a more of a force field setup going on to keep this whole intersection here airtight. which is but it's all like open to the outside too, which is really really cool. Detector right there in the middle. All right, well, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 2, 18 forward, 4 strafing, 36 lift, 18 reverse, and 8 down. Got 10 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. Got quite a bit of drone defense going on in here, or well, just defense in general. Missile turrets, Gatling turrets, sentry guns, and flak turrets. 6 hour and 30-minute build time. Not requiring anything too special whatsoever. Yeah, not really much anything there. Small commercial constructors. Huh. CPU wise, set to 515,000, using 446,000. So it fits in the CPU just fine, which translates to a Core 6. So, yeah. 2 basic, 2 improved, and advanced. Warp drive on here is standard warp drive. So, at least stock 30 light year warp drive. Shield on here, 46,000 and 36. Stock there. Doesn't look like we have any P-menu options over here. So storage. So it looks like we've got 2 ammo controllers, 264K each. And then we've got, looks like 4 more controllers that are fluctuating in size. A couple 416Ks and 2 64s. And a number of boxes and things beyond that. A couple fridges. Yeah, it's kind of cool how it's all like texture lights down below the floor here too, so you get that red look going through the grates here. That's a nice look too. So again, yeah, really really cool dropship, like right to the point, means business. Brings the crew, does all the stuff, plenty of storage, protects the area. Very very nice. So again, this is the Drop Zone CV dropship RE2 by Rich Broke, which I believe is a new unfamiliar author to me. Very very cool build there. Very functional build. I like that. All right, so now give me a second here, and I'm going to spawn in something else. Actually, let's go right over here with it. I think I got that pretty much ready. Here's why I didn't spawn this in right off the gate. Look at the size class over here, 305. So let me we'll just get this in. I hope I'm doing pretty good there. We'll let it draw in for a second. There it is. Has to line print it. Like 3D printer going on in here. I'll be just the lights too. I don't want to tax out the port game too much here. Yeah, let's get a little bit. So this is the Pontifract. I might have said that name incorrectly. Cathedral by Scarge. And I don't know if this is I don't think it's a replica because I've never seen a cathedral that looks like this. But these like this is kind of like not like Notre Dame kind of thing, or I don't know. Look at this. So holy smokes. Super super detailed. Look at the all the stuff going on the sides. This thing is massive, by the way. Just massive. But look, let's fly in close here to one of these windows. Look at all the this whole formation of blocks that are making that like stained glass window. And there's actually glass back here too. And then there's looks like a row of xenoblocks painted behind that to give it that particular look, which kind of glow a little bit at night too. Oh, look at that! Wow. Even on these side pieces over here, the like the brick and the blocks used, oh, that's like marble, and this goes through. Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Wow. This is wild. This thing That is super detailed. I just all the stuff going on here to make this. It reminds me of almost something that you might see in Minecraft if Minecraft had shaped blocks and more colors and things. But wow, I mean, it's just massive though. But I mean, just as a size comparison, this is like a doorway. You see that that doorway is so small that it looks like a. Oh my goodness, this is wild. All right, we're gonna have to fly around this for a little bit here. So on the sides, oh, that looks super super sharp too. Look at this. All the design patterns on like every surface area here, doing all kinds of crazy stuff with blocks. You just don't see this done. Like, well, this author has made some other builds that kind of do this, but this is very uncommon to see in Empyrion, and it's really really cool. Look at these side pillars there; those are like going on in the middle there. Oh, that's yeah, more like Xenoblock back there, making like some texture lights, decorative pieces going up these gigantic. Wow, each one of these pillars off the side are massive in themselves. Cool looking roof line up there. I like these beams that kind of stretch across here too. That is really really cool. Even up in this area, there's different decorative things going on in there. All right, so I didn't fly too far around the building yet, but we're gonna keep going here. So on the other side there, okay, so that kind of looks like the front side. And then we got the top middle section here too. Oh, look at all these. Wow. Look at that. I'll look at the sunlight version of that too, but this thing is quite the art statement here, I gotta say. Love the double 45 and 22.5 degree conjoined roof lines there. That's a really cool look, and all the block work right below it kind of goes with that. That's neat. And that, just even these little windows here like that one are really decorative. Different design pattern there. And then in the center area, oh wow, look at that. It's kind of like curvy, wavy blocks at angles on the lower side. I'm looking at like this down over here. That's really wild too. Some more crazy looking stained glass like windows. Actually, this is more like stone deco work because there's not a like glass there. Pillars in here. Oh wow, and this isn't the top of it either. It gets bigger. Wow. And then we got the main tower in the center. Oh, it's a bell tower. Look at that. There's a big glowy bell up here. Wow. Oh, wow. And that, yeah, it goes up all the way to the very top point here. Look at that from the top down view. Wow. That is wild. It is super, super detailed too. I mean, obviously you look at it from a little bit of a distance. Even you don't have to be too far away though. And again, just on scale, that little speck of black you see down there is a doorway. So yeah, this thing is gigantic. In the real world, this would be a very, very big building. I don't know if we have. Well, I would doubt we have something this size or bigger in the real world, but yeah, I don't know. This is wild. This is really, really wild. So many details and features to look at. Even like this, just cutout area with this crazy design pattern going on in there too, which is really, really wild to look at too. Kind of makes like a formation and everything, but it's yeah, using a lot of curvy blocks. So on the inside, I don't think it's going to have a lot of interior. Well, I don't know what's going on in here. I don't think we have lights like regular lights, so I'll just get the lighting on. I think the author has built other builds kind of like this. This might be the most elaborate yet, but one of the things was it's just the size class gets so big that if you added lights, that really ramps up the size class more. And the lights don't have a lot of range to them. So trying to light up like large areas like this, the only real option you got is a spotlight, which is like a white washed out looking light, which won't look very good either. But I'm gonna go darker actually with this because there's a lot of glowy things going on in here. And I kind of wanted to get a little bit of that look going on here. So just trying to find like a happy medium so I can see the walls and the glowies. So yeah, this is just like a big old room here. Even on the inside, look at that. That's just wild. So it looks like the author used a lot of Xeno material to do the glowies here, which are it's a really good glowy. You use this particular texture, it kind of glows at in the dark, unless it's painted absolute black. Even if it's really dark gray, it glows in the dark a little bit. And that gives you a lot of these, yeah, all the stuff kind of like lighten up here in certain places at different intensities. Oh, even at night, look at that. Wow, look at the detail on that. That's wild. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of this, like that. That's insane. That is insane. Here, I'm going to draw, we'll walk through a little bit more here on the inside. Again, oh wow, this is the, wow. This is the interior. There's actually kind of a lot here, isn't there? The staircases. Wow, these staircases go all the way to this level. Oh wow, what is happening down on the floor? What is that? Oh, that's wild. That's very unique. It's actually forming shapes and patterns like a big, like ceramic tile floor kind of thing that glows in the dark. Wow, and this is inside the building. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this. Wow. Okay, hold on. Just see, this is how big a player is. See, that's me. Look how big this place is. I think you could park like multiple full size big CVs in here. I think. Wow, that's wild. That is wild. Look at the tree. Ah. God. So the whole inside here is all like, excuse me, decked out too. But yeah, the author has to use texture lights. You can't really use like regular lights. It's too big of an area. It's already 300 on size class. The texture lights would make that far crazier yet. And I think, oh, I see what's going on. I got this. I see why the floor is all kind of weird like this because I got it actually in the ground a little bit here. I just realized that. So that's why the tile floor isn't like complete and kind of misshapen in places. It's dirt coming up from the terrain back over there. Sorry about that. But holy smokes, this is just wild. I suggest checking this out yourself too. But wow, the detail level here is insane. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like something you might see in Minecraft, or like a big Lego set or something like that. It's just, but Minecraft does not hit the detail levels that this game does, simply because you got all the shaped parts and stuff going on in this game that Minecraft does not have. But I mean, scale wise, it looks like it would be like something scaled up to Minecraft level. Look how small these CVs are in comparison to this. Like all those could easily fit in a little corner of the room on the lower part of it. And that's the end of the wild build. Obviously, this one I don't think you're going to be using as a base or anything like that. It probably doesn't have any of that stuff going on. Nah. CPU. Use a little bit of CPU for something. I'm not sure what. But yeah, it's not really that kind of build. I will see if it does have storage on it, but I don't think so. Nah. This is a decorative item here, and there's more to see. There's so many different displays and design decorations throughout this entire building. Like, look at even down over here. Wow, that's like a walkway that goes across the top area here. This is just insane. Absolutely insane. Insanely cool, by the way. And yeah, the big bell at the top, which actually kind of glows in the dark too, in the bell tower. Like, if I wasn't in God mode, yeah, you'd definitely break your leg on this fall. Ow. That's creative. So, oh wow. Okay. Well, again, this is the Pontifract Cathedral by Scarge, and absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. This was up in new releases this morning, so that's where I found it from. If you want to grab this, highly recommend checking it out yourself. Fly around for a while. You're probably, I mean, as much as I've seen already, there's other things all over the place. Every little square inch of like the hull material or sidewalls and everything has been very detailed in here. These center pillar beams and this crazy block section across the top here, and that crazy pattern up there, which looks like someone like drew that all on a piece of paper. Very cool. And that is it for this week. So I just wanted to look at all these builds here. So I didn't show. I normally do 8 builds, but there's so many, and some were kind of big and things like that, and a lot of fancy ones that I really wanted to take a good look at. Plus the super big building I just decided to be camera shy. There, it came back. That is wild, even from a distance. Like I'm quite a ways away from it, and yeah, it's insane, absolutely insane. Other than that, you all have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later.